We are often told that the person standing alone is lonely, that they are missing out, or worse, that they are broken. But what if the silence they carry isn't a weakness? What if years of solitude have been forging something else entirely? Something dangerous, not to others, but to the lies we've all been sold about happiness. We call it the superpower of pattern recognition. It is the ability to see the matrix of human behavior while everyone else is stuck inside the game. Think about it. When you are constantly alone, you are not distracted. You aren't performing for an audience. You are watching. You are listening. You are connecting dots that the crowd, in its noise, simply cannot see. This is where the story of the loner becomes the story of the seer. But to get to that power, we have to first acknowledge the pain of the isolation that forged it. For years, the quiet voice inside tells you something is wrong with you. You watch groups form and laughter flow, and you stand on the outside. You try to fit, you try to speak their language, but the words feel heavy, rehearsed. It feels like a curse, like you are wearing glasses that magnify the flaws in every social interaction. You see the fake laugh. You notice the eye glance that betrays a hidden motive. And because you see it, you can't unsee it. You can't enjoy the performance. So you retreat. Retreating feels like failure, but biology tells a different story. Your brain wasn't breaking, it was rewiring itself for survival. Dr. Matthew Lieberman at UCLA calls this the default mode network. It's what your brain does when there is no external stimulation. For the social butterfly, this network is shallow. For the person alone, it goes deep. It starts digging. Without the distraction of constant chatter, your brain begins to connect past experiences with future possibilities. You start to see patterns in behavior. You predict outcomes. You become a hypersensitive radar for authenticity. This isn't magic, it's neuroplasticity. The brain adapts to the environment you give it. If you give it silence, it learns to hear whispers. If you give it solitude, it learns to see the invisible strings. You develop the ability to sit with discomfort. While others run from boredom, you sit still. And in that stillness, answers appear. But this power comes with a price. It is lonely at the top of the mountain. You see the game so clearly that playing it feels exhausting. You'd rather be alone than fake it. This is the dangerous part. The world doesn't like people who refuse to play. They will call you arrogant. They will call you cold. They will try to pull you back into the noise. But if you resist, you unlock the next layer. You stop just seeing the patterns. You start understanding why they exist. You move from observation to comprehension. And that takes us to the root. To understand this power, we have to go back thousands of years to the tribe. In the tribe, conformity meant safety. If you ran with the herd, the lion ate the slow one, not you. But every tribe needed a scout, one person willing to leave the fire, to go into the dark alone to see if danger was coming. The scout was not liked. The scout was feared, because the scout saw the truth before the tribe was ready for it. If you are always alone in a room full of people, you are the scout. Your biology has cast you in that ancient role. You are wired to scan for threats, for inconsistencies, for the wolf in sheep's clothing. This is why you feel drained in groups. Your brain is working overtime, doing a job no one asked it to do. But here is the pivot. This burden is also your gift. In a world of followers, You are the one who sees the cliff edge. While the tribe dances, you see the storm coming, and because you see it, you can prepare. The question is not how to stop being a scout. The question is how to use what you see. That is the psychological pivot, turning hypervigilance into wisdom. Research from the University of Chicago shows that intelligent people actually enjoy less socialization. They focus on long-term projects. They aren't avoiding people, they are avoiding the distraction from their purpose. Your solitude has given you the one thing the crowd will never have: a relationship with yourself. You know your own mind. You have sat with your demons and made peace. That makes you dangerous to manipulate. When you don't need validation, you cannot be controlled by the threat of rejection. This is the superpower: radical independence of thought. You can see a trend, and without needing to belong, you can reject it. But power unused turns to poison. If you keep this gift to yourself, it festers into cynicism and bitterness. The final step is integration, bringing the scout's wisdom back to the tribe on your own terms. You don't have to become the life of the party. You have to become the voice of reason in the chaos. You speak less, but when you speak, people stop. They feel the weight of your observation. That is not loneliness. That is presence. And presence is the ultimate leverage. So, if you are the one always alone, stop asking, "What is wrong with me?" Start asking, "What have I been prepared to see?" Your solitude has been a long, hard education. It has taught you to detect lies, to value depth, and to tolerate the dark. These are not the tools of an outcast. These are the tools of a healer, a leader, an artist, a creator. The world needs people who can sit in silence and think, not just react. You are the one who can step back from the fire and see the bigger picture. Use that power wisely, not to judge the tribe, but to guide it when it is lost. Because the tribe will get lost. The crowd will panic. And in that moment, the one who was always alone becomes the one everyone turns to. Not because they are loud, but because they are steady. Solitude isn't a sentence, it's a sanctuary. And from that sanctuary, you can finally see the world as it truly is, ready to change it.